Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So as you can tell from the title of this video, today I'm going to be reviewing and trying out for you the brand new Charlotte Tilbury Christmas palette. This is the Stars in Your Eyes palette. This is what the packaging looks like. I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but it's the most amazing packaging. It's really sort of glittery. It's not even picking up on camera, but this packaging is beautiful. It's like that burgundy colour that she always uses, but it's got glitter on it. So I absolutely love the box. I will most probably keep the box. So I realise a lot of people have already put out videos trying out this palette and reviewing it, but if you are subscribed to my channel or you watch my videos often, then you will know that I'm a massive Charlotte Tilbury fan. So I had to get this palette and do a review for you guys. So yes, let's just get straight on into it. I'm just going to show you the palette before we start, and then I'm just going to be showing you how it applies on my eyes. I have already used this palette before and like dabbled around with it a little bit. So on the outside, this is what the palette looks like. It is that same sort of burgundy colour, and again, I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of got little glitters in it. Yeah, super nice packaging. It's really slim and kind of lightweight. It is a plastic case, which doesn't bother me too much. I'd rather it be plastic than cardboard, if I'm honest. Right, and I'll just show you the actual shades that you get inside. Obviously, how am I going to do this? Right, so this is what the palette looks like inside. I'm just going to take this guard off so you can see it better. So these are all of the shades that you get in the palette. I am going to be showing swatches as well, but as you can see, you get a nice range of matte shades and shimmer shades and kind of glitter shades as well. So it's kind of going along with that trend at the moment that's very sort of pinks and purples and sort of like lighter colours. Right, so I'm just going to get straight in and do an eye look. I don't actually know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to kind of go with the flow and see how it turns out. Right, so I'm going to get straight on into it, and I'm going to first go in with a MAC 217. I'm just going to basically pack this white shade here just all over my eyes. This is just basically to set my concealer down a little bit more. I did already set it with powder, but it seems to be really creasing on me today. So I'm just going to set it again with this shade. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is going to go in with this shade here. This is from the Love Eyes section, and this is like a pink matte. And I'm just going to pop that on with my Morphe brush, which the number has rubbed off. So I don't know what one this is. I think it's a G24, but it's a really, really nice synthetic eye brush. So I'm just going to pop this shade in my crease. I will say, because I have used this palette before, the matte shades are really nice. They're very easy to blend, but they are quite powdery, I would say, because like when I'm dipping my brush in, I'll show you in a second, there's quite a lot of kick up in the pan, which doesn't really bother me that much if they perform well on your eyes, but that is just a sort of thing that I noticed. I don't think I've actually used this particular shade before, and this one seems to be a little bit patchier than the other ones that I've used. I'm just going to be slightly taking that in like a wing shape. I will say I do really, really, really enjoy the colour theme to this palette. This is exactly my type of palette, like the sort of pinks and purples. I just think that they look really, really nice on basically anyone and everyone. And I think that they're really easy to use as well, because they look effective on the eye, but they don't look too much. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to say earlier, this palette is £60, so it isn't the cheapest of eyeshadow palettes. In fact, it is probably the most expensive eyeshadow palette that I own, because I have Marc Jacobs palettes, but even them are not as expensive as this one. But if you compare it to her other palette, she normally does quads for £39. So for only £29 more, you're getting 8 more eyeshadows. So if you think of it like that, if you're a Charlotte Tilbury sort of eyeshadow fan, you're only paying £21 more for 8 more eyeshadows. It's actually not bad value, but it is still fucking expensive. Right, so that shade is on. I'm just going to do exactly the same on the other eye. I'm really enjoying this shade. I think even like an eye look with just this shade and then like a glittery pink on the lid would look really nice, especially for like Christmas or like even like Valentine's Day. This would be perfect. On this eye, I don't know if you can see, but it has got a tiny bit patchy. But to be honest, I think that's just my eye, because sometimes that happens with eyeshadows with me, and on this eye it doesn't do that. So if you can see a little bit of patchiness, it's just my stupid eyeball. I don't really know why, but that happens with me quite a lot with certain eyeshadows. I don't think it's the actual formula of these, because on this eye it's absolutely fine. So yeah, I'm going to deepen it up a little bit, and I'm going to go in with this shade here from the Happy Eyes section. As you can see, it's just a little bit darker than the first shade that we used. So, oh, you got a runny nose. I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm first of all just going to like press that sort of lightly on the outer corner. And then just blend it through the crease a little bit. I'm going to take a clean brush. This is Morphe's M505 brush, which is one of my favourites as well for blending. I'm just going to sort of go through and blend everything together. And then I'm just going to go back in and deepen it up again. By the way, obviously I didn't film myself doing my face makeup. All of the products that I used will be linked in the description box. So if you want to know what I've got on the rest of my face, it's all going to be down below. Okay, I'm just going to quickly do my lower lash line. So I'm just going to go in with the first shade that we used on this Blank Canvas E10 brush. So it's like a really small, fluffy brush. I'm just going to run this quite low under my lash line. What I'm doing is I'm just kind of connecting it to what we've already done on the top as well, so that it all blends in together. And then I'm just going to take that Morphe brush again, the second one that we used. I'm just going to blend it out a little bit. See how much that's just like tied everything together? It doesn't really look that good to me until I've done my lower lash line, so that's why I always do it at this point, so then I can see where I want to go with the rest of the look. Do you know what? I don't have any other clean bloody makeup brushes, so I'm just going to use the same brush and go in with that second shade that we used, the slightly darker one. I'm just going to try and put that a little bit lower to my lash line. Usually I would use a smaller brush, but all of my brushes are dirty and I'm too lazy to clean them, so I'm just going to use this brush. I'm going to go in now with this shade from the last section, the Confident Eyes. This is like a shimmery pink, and I'm just going to use that on my finger. I'm just going to put that all over the lid. I really, really love this shade though. It's like super glittery. I don't even know if the camera's going to pick it up. I'm just going to blend in that glitter with the sort of outer corner a little bit with the second Morphe brush. And I think I'm actually just going to leave it at that. I did want to do something a little bit more dramatic, but I don't want to go too over the top. And I actually really love the way this looks with just the 3 shades. I only used 3 shades, can you believe that? It looks so nice. So I've just popped this shade here in my inner corner, just to brighten it up a little bit. But yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it at that. I'll zoom you in a little bit so you can see. Yeah, so I'm just going to go off camera and put some mascara and possibly some lashes on, and I'll be back in a second to show you what it looks like all complete. Right, so I'm back. I've just done mascara. I didn't really feel like putting any lashes on today just because I felt like the look didn't really need them. It would kind of overpower the sort of natural eye look too much, so I just left the lashes off. But yeah, overall thoughts on the palette are definitely I like it and I will be using it all the time. It's the sort of colours that I use on an everyday basis. I really, really enjoy the colours and also the formula. Do I think it's worth £60? No. To be honest with you, no. Just because there are so many other brands nowadays that do amazing quality eyeshadows that you can get for a lot cheaper. Even like the Urban Decay palettes, which have 12 colours, they're £20 cheaper. And even those are quite expensive at £40, I think. So I don't necessarily think it's worth £60. If you're the type of person that really enjoys luxury makeup or really enjoys Charlotte Tilbury, then it's definitely a nice thing to have. It's a nice gift to give someone, but I feel like £60 is just so much money for an eyeshadow palette when, like I said, there are so many other good quality palettes for cheaper. I'd probably give it like a 9 out of 10 for quality on eyeshadow, but then like because of the price, probably like a 7 out of 10 or a 6 out of 10, so yeah. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. That would be absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.